Let's move on, man, to our last topic of today, man. What we call it? We call it logo gate.
Logo gate.
Logo gate. The Michigan logo incident at the end of this game. I'm sure everybody who would be watching this podcast is fully aware of what happened and what went down, man. So just give me your thoughts initially on viewing it and kind of hearing some of the chatter and stuff that's been going on since that event.
Man, don't ask me nothing about Michigan State. I don't know nothing. Say, bro, before that incident, I didn't even know it was a tradition, right? First of all, when we played at the President a couple of times, we was getting beat so bad, and it wasn't senior night either. So that it was a different dynamic. I don't remember what happened at the end of the game as far as anybody kissing the logo. So I never knew that was a tradition of theirs. Second of all, I don't care, right? Like if that's a tradition of yours, that logo takes up 2/3 of the court. You can find a piece of that ugly Spartan helmet to go kiss, right? If you can't find something, I got something else you can kiss. Nah, but seriously though, but I do also think that the players from Michigan knew what they were doing too, right?
Like, they knew what they were doing. Like even and Dusty alluded to it a little bit in his the day after press conference that the referees came up to him and said, "Hey, senior night, Michigan State is going to do this whole kiss the logo, thing before they go out. It's going to be a little fanfare ceremony for him." So definitely, and you talking about Fat bro? He from Michigan. I'm sure he knows a little bit about that. And they were standing, trying to stand on business a little bit.
Yeah, they standing next to each other. How many times have y'all stood directly next to each other at half court?
At half court,
or during the free throw situation this
year. Exactly. So for me, if you want to stand on business, do that in the first half.
Yeah.
Do it during the game. That's not the moment to try to stand on business in that instance.
Yeah.
Now, like I think both sides are wrong.
That's fake toughness.
That's fake toughness. I think Michigan was in the wrong for that. At that point, you got your butt whooped. Let them do what they do, man. They want to kiss the center of the logo. All right, y'all earned that on that day.
They earned that because they've been in that program for however long they've been in that program, and they earned it on the day because they kicked your teeth in. So go on, get out the way.
Get out the way. They got it. Right? Yeah. But Trey Holloman at the same time, don't come up and push me off nothing, right?
So that's the second piece of it.
Yeah, that's the second piece. Don't come up and push me off nothing. If I ain't moving, I ain't moving. Go talk to the coach, go talk to the rep. Don't come up and push me on nothing because then it's gonna be some problems.
Yeah,
but both sides.
I don't want to threaten a teenager or a young man in his early 20s or whatever, but
yeah.
If that was Daniel Horton standing at half court and you came and did that situation would have
escalated.
It would have ended totally different. And I'm pretty sure he could ask his coach and he would tell him the same thing. That's not you. Like, but at the same time, guys know who they can do that with, though.
Yeah.
Right. Like you see two guys right here, two freshmen, two guys who I don't want to say we've handled pretty easily the last.
They handled them. Let's be real. We've been handled this year. It's unfortunate, and I'm pissed off to say it, but we got handled this year.
Yeah, we've handled them pretty good. Hey man, he feeling himself. But I'm just saying, in a different era, different time, young blood, you'd have been leaving that arena lumped up for sure.
Oh man, for sure. I think both sides are in the wrong on that, man, and I just hate to see that happen, right? I want to see some of that toughness happen throughout the game, early in the game. I think,
like we said, hit him on the blockout.
Knock somebody out on the blockout first before you want to stand on business at the logo at the end of the game.
Or get physical with him when he going over them ball screens, cutting the top out your head with the mid-range jump shot.
That's when you do that. Yeah, that's when you do that and stand at him and look at him and just thinking about this rivalry, man. I think for Michigan, when Michigan is able to stand up to the task physically and toughness wise with Michigan State, that's when you have success.
Yep.
But when Michigan State is allowed to be the aggressor, set these illegal A screens and knock you down and all of this stuff, that's when you have problems. So I think for these guys on Michigan squad, it's nothing like being in it and feeling it to understand how important and the intensity that this game has to it, right? So you can most of these guys are transplants from other places, right? You got a lot of guys transferred in. You got who? Namari and Will, the only guys who really played in it and felt what it felt like to lose to these guys and playing Breslin. So, like, to beat these dudes, man, you kind of got to take your lumps, right? You got to understand what it feels like to get your ass kicked. And then that's in the back of your mind as you're preparing for these guys the whole year and moving forward. So for Michigan and the coaching staff, I think that now they got to understand the feel what this means. Like,
yep, this is our Ohio State.
Yeah,
like
this is
football,
what this means.
The football has Ohio State. We got Michigan State in basketball. Like, it's the same level of, I don't want to say hatred because it's sports hate. It's not real hate. Well, maybe for some people it's real hate, right?
Yeah.
But for us as competitors, it's sports hate. Like, it's, you think about this you think about this game from the time the schedule comes out, right? When we play Sparty and how many times we playing.
And from summer workouts, like I said, if you've been in these things and you lost, like this year, you lost twice to these dudes. When I'm coming in the summer, I'm thinking about this when I'm in the weight room.
Yeah,
like I'm thinking about this when I'm in summer conditioning. I'm thinking about this when I'm doing my individual skill workouts. Like that's the type of rivalry this is. And sometimes, like, you got a transplant coaching staff, you got transplant players. The magnitude of that is not felt right initially. So now that they've been in it and got their ass kicked twice, I think this team would be ready to compete. And don't get me wrong, it's a tough task, man. Going into wrestling is a tough task. They've created an environment and a program and a team. It's tough to beat them dudes at home. But now that you felt it, you understand it, and you got these bumps and bruises,
you know what to prepare for.
You know what to prepare for now.
Yeah. You know what to prepare for. You know, you should have a better understanding of how to prepare. Right, so no, I'm very interested to see where this rivalry goes. You know what I'm saying, with Coach May and Coach Izzo. You know, Izzo isn't going anywhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
So
and now you got a moment, you got a reference point, logo gate. You got a reference point of something to go back to. Say, okay, now this is real. This is how it go down. I had to separate players at mid court. Right?
No, now you have to separate your respect from competition, right? Like, I know, Coach May, you may have, like, all of us in the coaching profession have a high amount of respect for Coach Izzo and what he's accomplished.
100%.
But let me let you in on a little secret. When y'all in between them lines, he don't like you.
He don't like you.
He don't care nothing about your credentials.
And,
right?
And if you were on fire, he wouldn't pull down his pants and pee on you
at all.
In between them lines to help you.
Yeah, so like, I know Dusty, he's probably wanting to keep it real respectful, and you have to do that, right? First year on the job, first year. But now, like you said, you've had the logo incident, you've had these two intense matchups against it where you've come up short. Right now, you have the license to, hey man, like, we full steam ahead. We're trying to put our foot clear through you. So
clear through you, and that's the mentality you have to have.
Yep.
If you're trying to beat those dudes, you got to have that, because they're gonna have that.
Yeah, they gonna have that.
Yeah. Ain't no cute stuff when you're trying to come in there and beat MSU. You got to beat them with that first, and then you put yourself in position to do what you need to do. But tough stuff, man. But hey, man, another great show, man. I'm looking forward to breaking down some of this Big Ten tournament action, man. And I think it's gonna be a great tournament. Michigan is going to have the opportunity to set things right now. They've had a great season. I think both of us, what we say, around a B+ season on this thing, man. But it's really, they still have everything in front of them.
I say A given the expectations.
A given the expectations. I say B+, man.
Yeah.
B+. And so I'm excited about it, man. And it's going to be a great Big Ten tournament, man. I think the Big Ten is a deep league. It's got some really good teams at the top, and I think it's going to be fun-filled. So I'm excited about watching it, man, and looking forward to covering this next week or so as we go deep into March Madness. So, man, until next time, baby, March Madness is here. This is the Big Game Podcast. I'm your man, Chris Hunter, with my man, Daniel Horton. Again, like, subscribe, follow, comment if you like the content, man. We're going to keep bringing it to you. Until next time, man, peace. On the Big Game Podcast.